Leicester's League Cup adventure continues. Round 3 night at the Poundland Bescott Stadium. League 2 Walsall stand in the Foxes' way. The two sets of players are out and shaking hands. A second trip here in 2 years. It was tight in the FA Cup back in 2023. And Leicester know their hosts will be bang up for this. A full house pretty much. Floodlights beaming down on a soggy surface. And a terrific atmosphere which has greeted the players. The Leicester 11 march over to the 2,500 travelling Foxes. The Walsall players just milling around in their own half. They have made 3 changes from their win at Salford at the weekend. They've started the season really well. Ronan Myatt, Evan Weir and the vastly experienced Albert Adoma come in. The Saddlers beat Huddersfield Town here in the last round. 2 goals from Nathan Lowe, and he will be arming up Leicester City this evening. Referee tonight is Tom Neal, no VAR of course, at this stage anyway of the Carabao Cup, and straight to penalties if it is level at 90 minutes. Well, Steve Cooper promised it would be an experienced lineup, and it is, despite 10 changes from the side that began against Everton. Caleb Okoli is the only survivor. Odsonne Edouard is handed his full debut, and Buba Soumare starts again for the first time under Steve Cooper. It is Ricardo who captains the side, as he did in round 2 against Tranmere. And he is in the centre circle now, against his opposite number, Ryan Sturck, who will be a vital component of the Walsall midfield tonight. We're almost ready for kick-off. Bobby De Cordova-Reid thought it was Leicester's ball. He's been told by Hamza Chowdhury that it's not, and it's going to be Walsall who will get us underway. The referee has had a look at his watch, checks that both goalkeepers are in their goals, and the Walsall goalkeeper Tommy Simpkin isn't. In fact, he's bursting some red balloons which have been thrown onto the pitch. It's not that wonderful, nostalgic FA Cup feeling tonight, but it still is an atmosphere which, you know, if Walsall begin well and cause Leicester problems, will only get louder and louder. We are now going to be ready for kick-off. Walsall kicking from left to right as we look at it, attacking the end where the Leicester fans are in their traditional red shorts. Red top, I should say, white shorts and white socks. Leicester are all in blue this evening. And very shortly at 7:45 local time, this Carabao Cup third round fixture will be underway. Right under the M6 motorway which zooms past to our right hand side. And Leicester looking to make it into the draw, which will take place tomorrow on Wednesday. The referee blows his whistle. Walsall didn't realise, but we are underway. Straight back to the goalkeeper Simpkin, who is going to launch this long. And 3 or 4 Walsall players go up for it. Caleb Okoli wins the game's first header. Buba Soumare loops it forward looking for Buonanotte, who is offside. And Walsall, inside 15 seconds, have a free kick inside their own half. They have 3 at the back, but judging by that first pattern of play, they're not going to be afraid to go long tonight and try and cause Leicester problems that way. They have it on the left-hand side at the moment, and some defending to do. The furthest man forward is Odsonne Edouard. Excited to see him in a Leicester shirt from the off. Of course, he couldn't play at Crystal Palace. Fortunately, didn't play for Palace in this competition, but seeing him up front certainly is an exciting prospect, given Jamie Vardy has been so good this season. But you fancy that Odsonne Edouard is going to get plenty of Premier League minutes at some stage too.
Yeah, without any doubt. I think one way or another.
Cute football here again from Leicester to beat the press, but then given away, and Nathan Lowe had no one in support. He turned and ran. Matt Elliott suggests Walsall looking very sprightly in this opening 13 minutes, and they won it again. And forward goes Connor Barrett with a surging one to the right hand side of the box, crosses in and turned behind by Hamza Chowdhury, but that has the home supporters on their feet around us, and they've won the game's first corner kick, and Leicester have some defending to do here.
Well, both the wing backs have looked impressive, haven't they? That was a time for Connor Barrett to shine. I mean, he looks a supreme athlete. He's stockily built, but athletic with it.
And Evan Weir delivers dangerously. Oh, and it's a very good header by Cody, you know. He got the final touch. Had he not, that may well have been 1-0, because Harry Williams has his hands on his head. He thought for a second he was going to get clean contact, and had that been on target from that far out, he probably would have scored.
Yeah, very important by Cody there, and sort of breadth to more diverse options, if you like, for Leicester's set pieces, which relatively successful to a degree.
Here goes Barrett, back to Lowe in the box. His cross is good. What a chance! What a save from Ward! Charlie Lakin denied from point blank range. In goes the cross, headed away by Okoli, and Leicester had to defend there. That was a big save from Danny Ward. Meanwhile, Buonanotte looks to pick out Hudson-Edouard, and he almost did. It was a brilliant ball, but Hudson-Edouard couldn't bring it under control, otherwise he might have been in. And what a 60 seconds at the Poundland Bescott Stadium.
Well, not for the first time. It's been action one end, then pretty soon after up the other. But that without doubt the most threatening moment for either team. I mean, it looked for all the world that Walsall would score. It was just a matter of who was going to. They'd let fly, but
Fatawu's ball in. The header goals is just wide from Buonanotte, who says there was a deflection. When that was looping in the air, you wonder whether it was going to nestle in the top corner. Leicester going close. It's the best they have created in the opening half of this first half, but it remains 0-0. It's like what he's seen. He's in the 11 tonight, Luke Thomas. Important minutes for him. Of course, Victor Christensen owns that left back berth at the moment, as Hudson-Edouard back to De Cordova-Reid, into Buonanotte, back to Edouard, who shoots, and it flies over, a long way over. But the interchange before that was really good from Leicester City, their best move of the night, and it remains 0-0, but they are beginning to become the dominant force in this Carabao Cup tie.
Yeah, you feel as if it's going to be that type of play that's going to open up Walsall and prove beneficial for Leicester this evening. Perhaps even a little bit wider on occasions, try and spread.
Near side the Leicester left, Okoli now square to Cody. Still the captain is waiting to come on. Might have a bit of blood on him, which is why they're trying to wipe that off now. And Leicester have worked it nicely into the box. It hits Edouard. He knew nothing about it, and it bounces up towards the goalkeeper. Well, that was half a chance there for Hudson-Edouard. Fizzed at him, but he really knew next to nothing about that. And it's in the grateful arms of Tommy Simkin, 0-0 after 41 minutes.
Well, the way the ball came across.
And here goes Weir. As we mentioned in the first half, when they attack, boy did they attack. Weir tries to pick out a teammate in the middle. It hits Chowdhury. It comes back to their number 30, Evan Weir. And he is then well marshalled by the Leicester defence, who have given that one away to Lowe in the box. Lowe here, what a chance for Adoma. He's put it wide. And Leicester, that is a massive let-off. They gave the ball away with a real mix-up. And Walsall have now had 3 very good opportunities tonight to break the deadlock. They've taken none of them, and Leicester will hope to punish them. It's 0-0 after 47 minutes.
Well, again, the angle was deceiving from our point of view there. The strike by Adoma looked to me as if it was heading goalwards and perhaps had taken a deflection, but such was the inability of the strike that it sort of bobbled its way.
Sumare, and in 2 seconds' time we will hit the 60th minute. And a very poignant moment tonight at the Bescott Stadium. Craig Shakespeare being honoured. Even Matt Sadler, the Walsall coach, applauds. Everybody is on their feet to recognise one of football's greats, one of Leicester's greats, but also one of Walsall's, who came through here, played hundreds of matches for Walsall, and Craig Shakespeare's picture is up on the giant screen. His name is being sung by 9 or 10,000 inside this tight stadium, and one of football's most popular characters across the game, not just at Leicester City, remembered here. And here is Ricardo. Leicester need to try and somehow battle through, find a moment of inspiration. Maybe Buonanotte can do that. It's picked out Fatawu right in front of us. Fatawu skips inside, beyond 1, beyond 2, and then the reverse ball back to Buonanotte. Buonanotte across the face of goal. Good defending. That was a lovely move. Hudson-Edouard couldn't provide the finish, and the ball loops up into Tommy Simpkin's grateful arms. That's the best Leicester attack of the second period. It's still 0-0.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt in the second half, perhaps the entirety of the game, although that De Cordova-Reid give and go earlier in the first half.
Back now with Di Cordova-Reid. Now Hamza Chowdhury just at the tip of the centre circle. Shifts it onto Ricardo, and now Fatawu, who can run at Gordon. Fatawu onto his right foot, back onto his left, back onto his right, then the nutmeg. Brilliant skill, and he shoots into the side netting. Well, that was sparkling from Abdel Fatawu until the finish. With 20 minutes left, still it is goalless between League Two Walsall and Leicester of the Premier League. Now Connor Cody short to tonight's captain Ricardo. Hamza Chowdhury with a loopy ball up towards Fatawu. Buonanotte has gone down. The ball has worked its way here to Ayew, and I tell you what, Fatawu struck that with venom. We were right behind it. When it left his boot, it looked like it might be going in, but it curled away by some distance in the end. But just in the last 5 or so minutes, Leicester have upped the ante.
Yeah.
They're looking brighter, and they're looking for this opening goal.
Yeah, Fatawu in particular stepped it up the gear, hasn't he? He's been involved.
As Cody goes long towards Fatawu, his flick on will find Jordan Ayew back to goal, right hand side of the penalty area, gets it to Fatawu. Fatawu doesn't have much work or room to operate in. He gets it back to Ayew. Ayew has Buonanotte in support. Jordan Ayew onto his left foot, looks for an option, goes square to Okoli. It is Okoli who gave him that option, and now it's with Thomas down the line, down the left hand side to Di Cordova-Reid. 77 minutes on the clock. Good move this. Thomas into the box, breaks for Thomas, who shoots. Excellent save from a tight position by the goalkeeper Tommy Simkin, and then Walsall clear. That was good goalkeeping. Luke Thomas though surged forward there and caused a big problem as Danny Ward tricks his way beyond Jamil Matt. Hotting up now as the clip over the top towards Buonanotte runs through to Simkin, and it's still 0-0 after 77 minutes.
Yeah, it's a little bit more like it. Yeah, more sort of control about the play, more. Fatawu's featured quite prominently, as you mentioned not long ago. Luke Thomas getting himself involved on the other flank.
It's going to be a triple change, I think, very shortly. Those 3 players were called back are all coming on by the looks of things. Here's Fatawu though, again up against the full-back. That's a good ball in the header. Goal was by Buonanotte into the floor and saved by Simkin. That was a good chance for Leicester, and if that was further to the goalkeeper's right, it might have nestled in. Lovely work from Fatawu, cute header, but still no breakthrough, and a touch of cramp for the goalkeeper.
He's definitely trying it on tonight, isn't he? But I mean, come on.
Loads of players packed around Danny Ward. Now, a number of their corners have hit the first man here. Walsall will be hoping that they can put this one right on the money in front of the home supporters, who are trying to suck this one in for the League Two side. Here comes the right-footed corner. It's a dangerous delivery. The header is won by a Walsall player. Up into the air, now played back into the box. It's really scrappy down there, and then eventually Bilal El Khanous clears it. The referee slips, but it hit him, so he has to stop the game. Keystone Cop stuff there. Well, Leicester get away with it, and then poor old referee he tried to get out of the way, but it came down and hit him anyway, and it was Walsall ball, but he's going to have to give it to Danny Ward, who then I think will give it back to Walsall. So that is sent Weir wide. He's played a thumping ball down the line to Gordon, and Gordon cuts inside. Gordon runs to the edge of the box here, and Ricardo needs to be careful. He shovels it into the box. Good defending. Back into the box by Gordon, and Leicester are defending for their lives. Held back into the box for a 3rd time, and it's off the block, I think the knee there of Ricardo, and out of play for a throw-in, which Harry Williams marches across the tape. This will be a long throw, and Leicester are having to soak up some serious pressure. Right now they take penalties here. They were impressive, Walsall. They've more than earned penalty kicks. Ricardo, the captain, is first up in the shootout here. Right-footed, he takes a couple of steps, Ricardo, and he strikes it true into the back of the net. Leicester City lead in the shootout, or at least score their first penalty to put themselves 1-0 up. Here is first for Walsall marching forward. It is going to be Nathan Lowe. No, Nathan Lowe came off. It can't be him. The Leicester fans doing their best to put off Taylor Allen in the shootout. The second spot kick. Walsall's first. Here goes Allen. Oh, brilliant save to his right-hand side from Danny Ward. Big right hand, and Leicester lead in the shootout. Ricardo scored. Allen has now seen his saved brilliantly. That was marvellous from Danny Ward, whose name is sung by the Leicester fans.
Oh, what a save that is. It was some penalty, by the way, by Ricardo, who just side-footed it straight as a die into that bottom right-hand corner as he looked.
Connor Cody is next up. He's just planted the ball down, taken 4 or 5 steps backward. Pushes out his cheeks twice. Goalkeeper's dancing around on his line. Cody strikes, sends the keeper the wrong way. Brilliant penalty. Leicester have scored both of theirs. They're 2-0 up for 4. Jamal Matt will take his, and this goes without saying, very important spot kick from Walsall's perspective. In fact, it is not Matt who has strode forward. If he misses, Leicester are in command. Okabu, oh, saved again by Ward. He went the same way, and that is another marvellous stop. And Danny Ward is turning into Leicester City's hero tonight in the Carabao Cup. Brilliant noise from the away fans. Leicester are 2-0 up in the shootout. Oliver Skipp next up. Here he goes, right-footed. Oh, he scored. Squeezes it home. Simpkin guessed the right way, but it was too accurate and too powerful for Oliver Skipp, and Leicester go 3-0 up. And already, this is a must-not miss for Walsall. Leicester on the verge. Liam Gordon has to score for Walsall. Left-footed. Ward saved again. Would you believe it? Down to his right-hand side. Danny Ward has saved 3 penalties, and Leicester are through to the round of 16. One of the quickest penalty shootouts you'll see, thanks to the brilliance of Leicester City's Welsh goalkeeper. He takes all of the plaudits tonight. League 2 Walsall were brilliant for 90 minutes, but Leicester and their goalkeeper were too good in the shootout, and they are into the hat for round 4 of this competition. Danny Ward with 3 penalty saves, and that is that at the Poundland Bescott Stadium. Danny Ward takes the adulation, and well he might. It's finished. Walsall 0, Leicester 0. Leicester City through 3-0 on penalties.